Good afternoon, everybody here. First, I'd like to thank Mr. M.L. Agarwal, Deepak, for the opportunity to speak to you today. I thought it was a panel discussion, so I don't have a formal PowerPoint presentation to make to you, but I thought I'll share some of the ideas, and most of you here are aware that the industry as a whole, right from paper up to conversion, is undergoing a change, evolving, and we are probably changing more in terms of how we make boxes than actually increasing our volumes. We're at a phase when the way we made boxes for the last, say, close on 20 years is no longer the way we'll make them henceforth. So there's a lot of investment, a lot of small, it's a very fragmented market, as you all know, that is evolving, and there's bound to be consolidation because the investment levels are going to go up. But historically, if you look at our industry, we've had, the industry's been very closely regulated. This business of manufacturing corrugated boxes was reserved for the small scale and was taken off this reservation list only in 2007. And there was an investment cap of 1 crore rupees, the nearly 10 million rupees, which is hardly anything to buy modern converting equipment. So the converting industry also shaped the paper industry, I would say. The players who came into the paper industry also were those who could make a grade of paper that would work on slow machines, single-face machines, with manual pasting of the liners. So this industry has only changed after 2007 substantially. There is also a substantial change in the way the brand owners, our customers, our end customers for corrugated box manufacturers look at their packaging, the secondary packaging. Within the various large FMCG companies, there is intensified competition. They need better packaging. They're competing with one another. They need to make sure that their system costs are lower, their packaging costs are lower. So for the first time, after a very long time, pardon me, some of you brand owners over here, but for the first time you're asking us, what can we do for you? Otherwise you told us it's 20 BF, 2 B flutes, 120 GSM, that's the box you make, this is the size. You had no input from the mills, you had no input, or you weren't willing to receive input from the mills or the converters on what was possible. This has changed, and now it's very refreshing to hear that we're looking at top-down compression, we're looking at performance parameters, we're looking at cutting system costs, we're also looking at automated packaging lines, where a case has to be flat, it has to work well, it has to open correctly, it can't hold up the rate of production. These things are all driving the demand for better corrugated cases. Also, there's a lot of pressure on source reduction. We want lower grammages. End customers want lower grammages. They want to cut costs. So paper mills have to deliver with the limited fiber resources that we have. We have to deliver liner board and fluting that will give a case that works. I think a lot of that has been covered by Venki, but I would like to just say this, that if you look at, there was a very interesting statistic presented about the size of the Chinese market and ours. The Chinese market in corrugated is almost 10 times as large as the Indian market on a square meter basis at the moment. But if you really look at what drives that market, what drives its packaging industry, it's manufacturing. And that is export-oriented manufacturing. That's not where we are at the moment. So until we get into that, we are not going to see those high growth numbers in this corrugated industry or the box industry until we start really manufacturing a lot more for the domestic market as well as for the export market. So we'll have a different growth trajectory for sure compared to China, the way I see it. And the industry will have to evolve along with that. It's a matter of timing. A good cricket shot will always be best played when it's timed well. So that's all I have to say.